what you witnessed from Benjamin Azamati and Abdul Rashid. Let me start off with you, Dennis.
Michael.
Yes, Michael, sorry. I'll come small.
Right. I think that really has had everything summarized there. It's been one that we went into it not so much with optimism. I think that going into the 100-meter finals, and I think for them to be able to get to the semi-final, because I looked at the quarter-finals qualification of the two athletes from Ghana, that is Aminu and that of Azamati, who had a personal best of 10.05 as far as personal best, and not even able to replicate that to the 10.08 and being able to qualify in his quarter-final race. I felt that all things being equal, he would have to probably better his numbers in order to be able to get a chance to get into the final beat of things there. And if you look at the number of African athletes that we were having in the quarterfinals after that race there, we had about 10 of them there. Simbini, Eseme of Cameroon, we did have Tebelgo of Botswana. We did have a lot of them coming in there. So I thought that it would be, and these are familiar foes that they've always met, especially on the African continent. So I wasn't surprised that going into the semi-finals, it was one that was quite a killing task for them. They're looking at the kind of numbers that the others were raking in.
And the quality was telling, right from the heat to the semis to the finals. You could see.
Yeah, so I think that for me, I think for Samido, I think he had done quite, I thought that for being a debutant, I think that was quite, I think something of a part of on the shoulders for him, not so much of a disappointment. I thought that Azamati could have done better looking at the experience he's garnered in the last Olympics coming into this particular one. So I think that well, we'll just say that kudos to them. I think there's not been much of motivation going into it, and we can only hope and pray that our luck will definitely come one time, because you've seen athletes who have not done anything or who have not really been the more or less the bookmaker's choice going into it. You've seen even in the 100 meters where we saw a certain Alfred Julian of St. Lucia, a country, or what I say, an island that is just about 180,000 populated. Probably Accra is about 10 times or so even populated than even St. Lucia. Being able to outclass the likes of Sherika Richardson, or Sherika and that of the other opponents that were in that particular 100-meter race, then being able to get win that coveted was one interesting one. So I think that for a start, I believe that they've paid their dues, and it's good for. We'll just have to hope and pray, as you said, in the 4x100, which I believe that it can go to any nation, because even a falter or a fault for any of the high-ranked nations in terms of even the baton exchange can even do the magic or the trick for us.
Dennis, talk to me about, Thursday, because you would have Azamati in there, one of the experienced heads, Joseph Paul Amoa. Like I asked the Graham, two debutants, Isaac Botier and Ibrahim Fuseni. That's also a big task for these four sprinters.
If you ask me what I expect the same. Like you said, I expect an explosive run, but it will not be enough. I don't think they'll win a medal. I don't believe they'll win a medal. Listen, let's be honest with ourselves, all right? When you get into the Olympics, all right, and you want to win medals, it's not magic. It's a deliberate attempt to invest in the sports. And for all the people who are there who are winning medals, they didn't just get up and got there after 3 weeks and say they're going to win medals. No, he said there's a strategy.
A conscious effort.
There's a conscious effort. It's a deliberate attempt. You don't just go there. So what America has done, you see the kind of investment they put in the sport. For every single person that has won medals in this. And
the power is gradually shifting from Jamaica to America.
Exactly. And he mentioned Julian
Alfred Julian, yes.
Listen,
Lucia.
She's coming from.
That's the first time competing.
And that's the first medal for Julian. And trust me, this is the beauty of the this is the beauty of the Olympics, because as of today, people want to go and find out about St. Lucia, because a lot of people didn't know about St. Lucia, and this is massive tourism, because
in fact,
now a lot of people.
I went to read a lot about them. They are prime minister.
Exactly.
Yeah, I also did.
So that's the beauty of the Olympics. See, when you win such medals, there's a major highlight on your country. Everybody wants to know what's going on in your country, and it's major. That's the first medal they won.
But for Julian Alfred, don't you think it was Sherlock?
I don't think it was Sherlock.
It wasn't Sherlock.
Because if it was,
I don't know if you paid attention.
Could you have seen that coming?
Because you see, let's get the dynamics right. All right. When you saw Sherika Jackson pull out, you saw Sherry and Fraser also pull out, every single person, including me, said, okay, this is for Sha'Carri. She was the favorite, basically, because we saw those two as contenders for her. So the moment we went in there, I was like, I'm a personal fan of Sha'Carri, so I felt like, oh, this is her medal. But then Julian comes in there and wins, and that's the beauty of the Olympics. And if you watch the Commonwealth Games, I think she got silver. Yeah. So it's like, it's been a progression. Just that
so that's
people have not been paying attention to her. Yeah. And it's normal because, and there was a story about, how do you call it, Fenke Ball, the one, the 4x400 missed relay. They even that. Who expected the Netherlands to win that? So it's a beauty of it. And I say that there should be in Ghana, and I feel like we've gotten to a point where I think that as a country, we have to prioritize. Okay? This is a third world country. We don't have money. So let's prioritize on the sports we think is our strength and invest there. That's what I think, because you sit down here every single day saying that we are a football nation. We've not gone in the Olympics for the past 20 years. We've not been there. The last time Ghana played in the Olympics at the football level was in 2004. And we sit here and we lie to ourselves that we are a football nation. That's a joke. Basically, it's a joke. So I feel that let's sit down, find out where our strength is, and invest in the sports. Because for people like Rose Boa, she's a brilliant athlete. Azamati is great. Because when you watch Rose Boa, she's talented. I said last week that I expected her to do, but I didn't know how far she was going to go. Because it's not her fault. She did 1.97, struggled to do a 1.2, a 1.92. Ask yourself what happened from then to now. And these are little details. And trust me, for you to compete at the Olympics, you need to get every single thing on point. And I think I heard she couldn't go with her coach and all of that. These are things that will affect you. So these athletes have gone there, have put in so much effort, but they didn't make it. And I'm very proud of what they've done. But the thing is that as a country, we have not invested in the athletes. It's not about just going to build Boteman and building Boteman. So
now we've competed at the Olympics. What next? 4 years. We'll leave them just hanging in there.
And it's going to be... And this narrative, all right? We had the last Olympics, you start down here, say the same thing. It's going to happen every single... And I think that until the authority feel and understand that, until you invest in the sport, invest in the people, what stops us from giving somebody like Roseboy a grant? Basically, it's possible. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about how to prioritize. And I sit down the last time, and it has to do with the posture of our leaders. If they really want to take this sport, believe in the fact that we have to go far, they have to show it. That's what the last time when I saw the sports minister sit down and talked about the fact that the amputee team had they went to take donations and they didn't come to account. This is total nonsense. Because you see, and that's the posture of these people. So, and I asked myself that if it was the Ghana Football Association who had gone to take donations, would they have come to sit down and say that? So you see, the posture of the people is not even correct. So there should be a mind change. We have to understand that these are the sports we want to invest in. Because when you come and ask me, the relay team on Thursday, nothing will happen. They won't get the medal. It's not like that's what I want.
Yeah, I get your point.
But it's not going to happen. Yeah. Anybody who sits down and thinks that they're going to win a medal is going to hallucinate, because it's not going to happen. Because as much as they put in so much effort, they don't have the support. And if you watch the other countries who are competing at the highest level, they have that kind of support. So that's what it is. You have to put in something. You have to invest in the game to get the rewards. It's as simple as that.
Well said. I mean, we'll see how